Hey guys, how's it going? So today on the channel we have possibly the best EDC wallet of the year or ever. It is the DANGO M1 LITE, and it's easily something to upgrade your pocket ping pong. So yeah, let's tango with that DANGO. On the tin it says special edition, and you know Mama says I'm special. Yes, it's a slight departure today from the norm of wristwatches, but I'm figuring most of us chaps have a wallet, and EDC is something that's been of interest to mine for quite a long time. I got this particular wallet from Heine Haynes here in the UK. I don't work with them or with DANGO, paid with my own hard-earned cash for this one. I can recommend Heine Haynes though very much for some quality kit and proper customer service. So here's a quick overview of the wallet. And as you can see straight off the bat, DANGO know how to put their kit together. I think it's about as robust, and as no nonsense of a wallet that most of us are ever going to want. If you're after something a little more frou-frou and chic, then I'm sorry, this really isn't it. But I'm guessing if you have a man bag, then maybe you've got that little bit covered. Just with regards to wallets, I've been using the DANGO Stealth here for the last couple of years. It's great minimalist carry, super slim, fits in your pocket, almost unnoticeable, very, very easy to use. But one downside for me is it's almost too minimalist or too small, because every time you need to shove a whole bunch of bills in here, that's the only place you're going to do them. It does, really push the wallet out a little bit, and it just loses a lot of form as a consequence. Hence the reason for the upgrade. For those not familiar with the brand, the M1 LITE here is a sort of a combination of two of their best sellers. The first one here is the M1 Spec Ops, loaded with more gadgetry than Batman's garter belt, but possibly a little bit too tooly for me, for a wallet that is, because what it's got on there I would use on a multi-tool. And then there is the more readily usable rail wallet here, far less gizmos, but it is purely a card holder. So to me, it lacks the utility of your wallet being used to keep other stuff. And so what the M1 does here is essentially take the best bits of those two and sort of slims the whole thing down a tad. Let me just zoom in there. Okay, so key speccage on the wallet then is it's 7.1 centimeters across, 10.7 centimeters north to south, comes in at a manageable 1.5 centimeters, and it weighs in at only 58 grams on my kitchen scales. So that isn't going to bust your pocket in any way, shape or form. I think as well, size-wise, it sits in the palm of your hand perfectly, making operation uber easy. As I say, that size for me in my hand, absolutely perfect. I think depth-wise as well, in pocket, no issues at all there. And then of course, coming back to your pocket, it doesn't stick out like an extra appendage either. Yeah, and I'm a front pocket kind of guy, so yeah, makes a lot of sense. The skeleton of the wallet here is machined 6061 aluminium. That then is bathed in Cerakote, and if like me that is new to you, Cerakote is a sort of ceramic based paint that will serve to protect. Let me just put the computer plug on 1 second. All right, laptop powered up again. I've got a third light plugged into the laptop here, hence the need for that additional electricity. Anyway, as I was saying, so Cerakote is that ceramic based paint. It's going to serve to protect the wallet from aluminium, so to protect the aluminium even from corrosion, abrasion and impact, but it's probably not going to protect it from your wife. You have two storage aspects to the wallet. So this outer pockets there within the DTEX. So let me just throw some cards in there so you can see how they fit in. So one here, got an additional slot there as well. Well, that's very tight to get that in. The cloth is going to need to give. It's going to need some use. And then this one on the back here as well. I mean, for me, that's more of an ID slot. You then have, or alternatively, you've got another ID slot there on the inside. I mean, so maybe this one acts as your most used card, but again, you've got I think they should have made the slot there a little bit bigger. So if you see on the Stealth, you've got a much bigger thumb space here to help push your cards out. This one doesn't need it. Again, it's had some use, so they slide in and out very easily. But that one there, I find that very necessary to use that. Here they've left that quite small, so as you can see, it doesn't shift at all very well. You really got to work it out. Again, it could be because it's very, very new, fresh out of the tin, and so that cloth will need some time to get a little bit worn in. The second storage space that you have for your cards is based within this rail system here. So you've got the little clips up the top, and your cards slip and slide in there. Again, as you can see, this is going to need some working in and out, because at the moment it's very, very tight to get them in and out. Yeah, as you can see, that's going to require a little bit of warming up and getting used to. I think, yeah, the more that you use it, the easier it's going to be. As you'll probably have noticed as well there, so sitting under the cards, you have a slight shallow tray area here. So I'm guessing you could keep, sort of personal stuff in there, or alternatively, it might be a place within the wallet that you can throw receipts or cash, and then of course they just sit underneath there. Now here, in practice, here on the table, it's super easy. You fold your bills up, you shove them in, and yeah, it works. I've got some greater number of bills over here. So if we were to shove those in, again, plastic money, perhaps not as good as cloth US dollars. We slide it in under there. Now I'm just thinking about how usable that actually is in real life. Here at the table, absolutely fine, no issues at all. But say you're in the supermarket, there are no tables, your kids are kicking off, security are eyeballing you because you bought too much toilet paper in light of the impending zombie outbreak. Again, only time will tell how actually usable that is. So I'll need to do a follow-up for you there. Otherwise, to me, the clips at the top of the rails here really do hold those cards very much in place. And I'm guessing in total, you could probably get up to 10 cards in here. You probably wouldn't want to do any more than that, because you're just going to A, lose them, or B, struggle to get them in and out. The other thing that the wallet comes with is an RFID card, which protects your data from being pinched. I'm not sure really where I sit on the RFIDs. Some swear by these, and some say that you have no need for them. I kind of lean to the you don't really need them camp. That is, at least until I'm proved to be leaning the wrong way. It comes within the package anyway, so you've got it there if you want to use it. You also then have a little lanyardy thing here, but there are no real lanyard holes other than these little spaces here on the shoulders, but I'm not sure if I'd really want to dangle something else off here. Again, you can see about that later. The clasp over here then also acts as the closer. It sort of slots into there. Again, as you can see, the cloth is very, very tight, so it is going to need some working. It keeps the wallet closed, and I certainly prefer this type of closure over Velcro or hook and loop. Velcro to me is just way too noisy, and consequently attracts a lot of attention. And if you're in certain parts of the world where you don't really want to be advertising to everybody that you're opening up your wallet with a loud I would prefer something like this. However, I am wondering at the moment if at some stage I might cut it off, as it does flop around a little bit too much. And again, here on the table, for me to put that back in there isn't an issue. But again, if I'm somewhere where I'm in a rush, buying tickets or something to go and jump on a train, I'm not sure how practical it is. Again, need to use it in real life. Nevertheless, it is a secret tool, and this is one of the fun parts of Dango. They can't resist adding aspects into things like this. So you have a little flathead screwdriver there. You then have a half a Phillips screwdriver over here. You then have perhaps a bit of a chisel or a pry bar aspect there, And then of course you have the very necessary bottle opener function just there. Again, quite small, but probably better than using your teeth. As I say, it clips on to there. These are of course hand built in the US of A as opposed to anywhere else, and that's going to please many. There are also a lot of additional extras that you can get. So for example, I've seen some people who, excuse me, have, you can get different color bolts, machine bolts to go in there if you wanted to add a different color to that. You can also get things like cash clips or a pocket clip which goes over that section, and so then rather than stowing your cash anywhere else, you just have it flat across here, which again is probably quite a practical option. For me at the moment it's doing the job, but again I'm going to use it on a couple of overseas trips to see if it sort of, you know, does need modding in any way. The other thing that I like about it and why I went with one of these slim frame wallets is that they fit in your pocket. They keep your cards from breaking should you sit on it. I mean, it's going to require an awful lot to break that, and it doesn't destroy your pocket due to it being that smoother aluminium. Why I'm talking about that, as much as I like my tray backs here, the way that leather has aged over the last couple of years, and I really do like the wallet for many aspects, but that metal frame just catches on your pocket an awful lot, and it really does no favors to your pocket lining whatsoever. It's also far too heavy and lumpy and chunky to be worn with a suit. And the last time that I was transitioning through Constantinople Airport, security at one of those scanning machines could not believe that this was just a wallet. It caused them an awful lot of amusement, and it attracted way too much attention for me in that environment. So yeah, just a way more practical wallet I find here. You can also get these that come in an OD green colorway. It exudes that darker image, as you can see here. And I'm guessing my only recommendation or suggestion for improving on the colors of these, there would be that a matte black version of this, I think, also would work really very well indeed. I'm guessing you could shove that in there as a quick close as well. Yeah, I've opted obviously for the flip-flop sand colorway due to the cluster stuff that's going on in the Levant right now. And in conclusion, I think, yeah, this is as unfussy as a wallet that I want to have. There are a couple of unanswered questions for me at this stage. Will that closer actually work in practice, or will it flop around and have me searching for the scissors to lop it off? How many times can I use that bottle opener? And will that cash section actually work? Because that's the biggest question for me. Is it going to work as a cash holder, or will I end up using it for something else and shoving the cash somewhere else in the wallet? And is the price justified? These are quite spendy, and many of you are going to prefer a simpler bifold, but my initial thought is that this is going to last a lot longer than anything in leather. As always, these are just my thoughts. Over to you guys. How do you EDC your cash and cards? Is this the ideal solution? Is it a little too fiddly, annoying with that little closer on the top there, or is it just about perfect? Look forward to your comments as always. Thanks as always for your time and for your view. Catch you all in the next bit. Cheers, guys.